What's up, Aquamaniacs? Today's video is going to be kind of like vlog-like, which I haven't done before, but I thought it'd be pretty cool just to go through what I'm doing with this new tank. I've set up an Aquascape. As you can see, it's covered up, like blacked out, because I haven't planted it or anything, so I don't have any lights on it. I recorded a video of making this Aquascape, so I figured I'd wait for the reveal until that video comes out. I'm editing that video now, so that should be out soon. But today I want to just test the ammonia in this tank and see where it's at, and I'm sure there's a lot still. I got Amazonia, it's been leaking ammonia, and so I'm going to test that out first. And like I said, I'm recording this with the GoPro. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's attached to my head. Could kind of see a little sneak peek of the tank right here, but I don't want to show too much till that video. So let's test our ammonia. Let's see here. We're at 1 ppm, but I like to let it sit a little longer. We'll see what it's at. So I came into the kitchen so I can see a little better, but it looks like we're at about 1 ppm. If you hold this directly, like touching the test, you get kind of a different color than if you hold it out like this. Like right there it looks like 0.5 to 1, but if I hold it directly on the white right there, it looks like about 1 to 2. I do know it is lower than last time because last time it looked like it was like 0.4. So I think we are going down in ammonia. But I think I'll do a 50% water change. Alright, so I got my pump in my bucket. Just put my pump in here and plug it in. Back here, a little sneak peek of the Aquascape. That rock is just holding the driftwood on. I might do a little less than 50% because I'm doing this every day. Oops, I forgot to turn the filter off. Let's go do that. So on these flue ball filters, you gotta turn the flow off first. Probably every canister filter, turn the flow off and then unplug it. So I might do a little less than 50% because I'm probably going to do one tomorrow, and I don't know how much reverse osmosis water I have downstairs. I'm using reverse osmosis for this tank, and I'm just adding GH, no KH, so no alkalinity. I'm going to try that out. My last few tanks were tap water, and it was terrible. Like, I was getting this crazy brown algae. No matter what I did, it wouldn't go away. I think I might have had silicates in my water. I never tested it, but I'm going to try it with RO water. And if I get crazy algae outbursts, then I just suck at planted tanks because I did everything I could. I cleaned it so many times. I messed with light, CO2, nutrients, taking my time for all of them, not really adjusting them fast. And it seemed like no matter what I did, like it was just messed up. So I'm trying reverse osmosis water because I really want a pristine, nice, healthy growing tank, and I think my tap water just sucked. When I put my RO system in, I took out a little piece of galvanized pipe, and it was just completely caked with sediment. So we're using the RO system for drinking too, which is awesome. I set up the RO system so that it has drinking water going to the top, and then if I shut off the drinking water tank and the faucet, and I open a valve to go to the basement, it all goes to the basement in the RO holding container. I got a video on the holding container too if you want to check that out. But while I'm here, I want to check the pH of this water. It's really low. We're at 5.4645. So this is without even CO2, and I think what's going to end up happening is I'm not even going to be able to cycle the tank because the beneficial bacteria doesn't even live in this low of a pH. I mean, it could probably barely live right now, but once I start running CO2, I might get down to like a pH of 4. At such a low pH, ammonia isn't even really harmful to fish. I think it's ammonium. It's barely harmful to fish, and plants take it up pretty quick. So I think I'll be all right. I was hoping the pH would be a little higher. I kind of wanted to cycle, but whatever. I'm going to do neon tetras. They like a pH between like 4 to 6, I think. I would do cardinal tetras, but I want to keep the heat kind of low for my HC. I'm going to grow some HC. I don't know how to pronounce that plant name, but I'm gonna grow some of that. And it kind of likes low temps, and cardinal tetra is kind of like high temps. Looks like I unplugged my pump, but the siphon's still going, which is cool. I think I'm just gonna change out a bucket for today. So as you can see, it's not really a 50% change, but it's something. Oh shit, I just totally up my driftwood. That sucks. We'll have to fix that later. Put a lot of time into placement of stuff in there. Yeah, I'll just leave the pump in here so that I'll clip it. Oops, so that I could just leave it here so that I don't get anything wet outside of here. Cool. And I'll go dump this out and get some more RO. Alright, so I'm here in the kitchen. I got my bucket of RO. Something interesting I found the other day is when you're testing the pH of RO, you're not really getting an accurate test because there's no conductivity. There's no minerals or anything in it to like really test. I think I have about 3 TDS on my RO. I have a deionizer I haven't put in yet, so I'm going to put that in later in this video, but it's about 4 TDS. So I'm using Salty Shrimp GH+, no KH, like I said, no alkalinity, no way to buffer anything, so pH swings can happen really easily. From the people I've talked to that do a 0 KH soft water tank, it's really not that big of a deal, but you definitely don't want to be doing like cichlids in it or something that prefers that high alkalinity. I think a little bit less than a full one of these gives me about 5 to 6 GH. I'll get a better view on it. So 5 to 6 GH, just put that in there and stir it around. But at first I was pretty freaked out, like that that I wasn't gonna have a cycle. Since the day you start fish keeping, you know, you learn about cycling and how you need to do it. And but in a really soft acidic tank, you can't really have a cycle. I've read some things that say the bacteria finds a way and it can live in there, but most things are pointing to just no cycle, and the plants take up the ammonia. And I think plants prefer soft acidic water. When you got like totally hard water, I think it can actually like calcify the outside of the plant and it up. But there is, you know, plants that prefer hard water and plants that prefer soft. I think all plants want a little more acidic water. Everything points to plants liking acidic water that I've looked into. I've been looking a lot into water chemistry lately. It's really interesting stuff. Makes me wish I would have took chemistry in high school, but just about how there's more hydrogen ions in acidic water and just ion exchange, what buffering does. I could spend just, I think I watched every YouTube video on it. Now I'm getting into reading stuff. Still not an expert, but it's fun to read about. So I'll just stir this up. See kind of what TDS we land at. My TDS meter may be not calibrated correctly, so I bought this calibration solution. I think it's 342 ppm is what you calibrate it to, but we got 90 ppm, but that could be low because I've been told that that calibrating solution might not be the right thing to calibrate with. Who knows? Some people say it is, some people say it's not, so I'm just going with this. I think the only thing I can do is buy another TDS meter and see if I get the same readings. If this one's way off, then that theory is right. But the calibration solution I bought is for TDS meters just like this, so I kind of don't see how it wouldn't work, but I'm gonna buy another TDS meter just to see, because they come calibrated. All right, we're at 90 TDS, but I'm not really too worried about GH right now because I'm just changing water out, putting it back in, changing it out, putting it back in. I'll get a little more particular with it once I get some plants and fish in there. So we'll bring this over to the tank. So like I said, I just bought a deionizer. I think I'm gonna put that onto the system tonight. Record that too. I know the tank's covered up, it's not much to look at, but if you want to see this setup, this Aquascape, I just have the hardscape in there. I'm going to probably have that video up in a few days as well. And I haven't planted this tank yet due to the ammonia spikes. Plants can uptake ammonia, they use it for food, but ammonia spikes are not too good for some plants. I think like really hardy, fast growers can uptake it pretty good in like high ammonia spikes, but I'm just being safe, not planting until my ammonia drops. I know some people struggle with saying like 2 weeks they still have huge ammonia readings. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but we'll see. Let me know if you guys like these vlog type videos. I'm usually like really huge into the production of a video, but this is kind of just like chilling, showing you guys what I'm doing, next steps, stuff I really wouldn't usually make a video on. Spoiler on the scape. I'll just pour the rest of this in here. With the GH salts, you want to make sure you get all the water that you made in there, or else you could be missing some of the salt. Alright, so water change is done. We'll get the filter back going. And we're going. Cool. So this is the deionizer I bought. I'm going to be putting this in my system. This is not going to go to my drinking water system. I have this RO system here. Like I said, I got a remineralization stage that goes up to the faucet right there. That's that second faucet right there. That's remineralized water. The stuff that goes to the basement doesn't get remineralized. I can't say that word today. The stuff that goes to the basement doesn't get remineralized because that remineralized water is like a pH of 10. It's getting a lot of alkalinity right there. So like I said, the one that goes to the basement doesn't get remineralized at all, but I kind of want to put a one-way valve going up to the remineralization because I don't want any of that to like leak out and go like into the other part of it, which I don't think it can because it goes through a carbon system first. But just to be safe, I think I want to put a one-way valve going into that stage, and then I'm going to put this DI filter on the side, and that's going to go before it goes to the basement. It goes through that DI stage because why not? Let's get some 0 TDS water. We don't know what that 4 TDS is, guys. That could be like kryptonite or something. No, I don't know. So let's see the immersed plants. So here's some tomatoes, cilantro, all that good stuff. This is S. repens and Monte Carlo. It's doing terrible. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of dark in here, but a little bit of Monte Carlo lived, and that's what I'm planning on growing a lot of Monte Carlo with immersed. But I think I had too much water in here. It kind of molded. I don't have drainage. Same with this one. These are doing pretty terrible. That's repens. But in here, we're doing good. We got H. deformis, immersed, very variegated. We got some AR doing really good. That stuff went to immersed really well. I got a crypt in there that's not doing too good, but it looks like there's some new immersed growth there. I had these really cool plants. I don't know what they were. I think they just melted because I don't know where they are. Ligwigia, looks like a little bit of it lived. But the H. deformis is doing really good. I think I'm going to make some tissue cultures of that, and it's variegated. I don't know anyone who really wouldn't want a tissue culture of that. Just, you know, no pests, no algae. So that'll be in the future. My buddy Elhazar, I don't know really how to pronounce his name, but on Discord sent me some Ireo quincugulon. I don't know how to say that, but it's the Ireo Q. You know the one. It's red. And I'm trying to, he sent me those seeds a long time ago. I'm trying to germinate them. We'll see if that works. He said they might not germinate with it being so long since I got them, but we'll hope for the best, and it'd be awesome. I wouldn't even mind just having one germinated seed. You know, I don't know if I'd grow it immersed or submersed. Maybe both if a few of them germinate, so we got high hopes for that. Alright, so we're going to get into the nitty gritties, the nittiest of gritties, our RO system. Get this bad boy out. So there's the tank back there. That's our drinking water tank, and I'd have to show you on the chart again, but I have a thing I made that shows way better like where everything's going. So this is that remineralization stage I'm talking about. That's just for the drinking water. So we got all these little pieces, and I just ordered this kit. These are my one-way valves, and this thing kind of stinks. So we got some shut-off valves, which are great to have, and we got some one-way valves. I think before I worry about the one-way valve, I'll do that in another video. I'm going to just put on our deionizer. I'm going to zip tie the deionizer right here. Now this has two holes right here. This is to be mounted to a wall, but mine just chills like this inside the cabinet there. So I'm going to drill two holes right here so I can kind of have a place to put the zip ties. And then I'm going to run the line through here and through here, the line that goes to the basement, and with a check valve so that none of the ionizer or whatever goes up into the drinking water. I've heard it's bad to drink deionized water, but it's probably fine if it's getting remineralized. And you know, that's just some people's opinion. Some people's opinions is that it's okay to drink, but to be safe, I'm gonna have a check valve going to the deionizer because I don't really need it for the drinking water. So just want to make sure that I'm not gonna puncture anything behind here. There's one. Probably want the other one a little further up. Right here, not all the way over. There we go. Cool. And this goes, the flow goes that way. And there we go. It's on there pretty good. This thing has these little plugs for when it ships so nothing gets in there. It's cool. Doesn't look like it comes with clips. Looks like I could put some on there though. Let's go in here, shut off our tank. And we'll shut off our main water to the system and drain that. And I'm gonna go to the basement and drain out what's chilling in there, or we could just let it get really wet up here. But this line goes to the basement. I think I'm just gonna make a cut here. Do a 90-degree. Put that clip on. Put the check valve. We got our check valve. And this is gonna go to our deionizer. About there. See, I like how I could just pull this whole system out. It's got a lot of slack. Go there. I'll go in there. I'm gonna have to use straight valves. The problem is I can't bring this all the way up to the DI system because right about there it gets stuck on a shutoff valve that I have down there. What I don't like doing is just adding straight valves, you know, because it's not needed. In the future I can just replace this with a longer line. But for now, I'm just gonna have to use straight valves. The less valves, the better. But for now, I want that to go about there, so cool. So with the new deionizer, you want to run it for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to turn the system on and hope for the best. We'll be able to see. I think I just heard the deionizer fill up. No leaks. That's good. So with the deionizer, you want to let it run for about 10 minutes before you use any of the water. So I just put that into my washing machine. And I'm going to turn that on. Alright, so I got the system back under the sink. I need to do some work on those lines. They're just kind of all over the place. I have the lines really long so I could just pull the whole system out from under the sink. But when I put it back in there, that kind of makes them bunch up too much. But I got it as good as I can go. I think I want to put a 90 on the other side of this deionizer because it's like kind of just going down, like not bending, but it could bend in the long term. We got our deionized water right here, and we'll just test the TDS real quick on this. There we go. We're at 1 ppm. When I tested it earlier, it was at 0. I've had it sitting here for a while, so I don't know if like stuff, like dust or something falls in it and makes it 1 ppm, but that's good enough for me. Take a swig. I honestly kind of like the taste of it. People say zero TDS water is really acidic, but I don't really get that acidic taste. It just tastes good. I mean, oh, now it's saying 0 ppm. 0 to 1. It's going back and forth from 0. Now it's saying 0. Now it's saying 1. So whatever it is, it's 0 or 1. Right on, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like this style of video. I usually do more of like a lot of production style, but this is just a little vlog. Kind of cool just to show everything I'm doing. I'm going to have a video up too in a few days of making this hardscape and this aquascape. I'm really happy with how it turned out, so I'll have that in the next video. Also, maybe some vlogs of my other 2 tanks. I think I'm going to do one Caridina tank since I have RO now. Maybe do some breeding. Not too soon, but in the future, I think I'm going to, revamp a room and make a fish room and do some TCs, shrimp, fish, plants, all in there. Thanks for watching. Peace.